Instead of meeting with United, I took one of its direct flights from Chicago to Atlanta. Feet back on southern soil and rental car keys in hand, I got behind the wheel of a white Mercedes-Benz and headed southeast towards Silverlake. It had been 13 years since I had been back, and my aunt's dying wish was the only thing that could ever make me return. Not that she was really dying. I loved my aunt. Growing up, she was all that I had, and I wouldn't believe that she was on her deathbed until I saw her with my own two eyes. Us Nightingale women were a stubborn bunch. I guess I would soon see for myself. In a little over an hour, I'd be back in my hometown. My stomach filled with dread as I repeated the words in my head. Hometown. Silverlake was enchanted. No, really. You wouldn't find the town on a map or listed on any tourist website. That is, unless you were a witch. Witches were sure to have heard of it, but the good old normal folk, mortals, wouldn't see it even if it was right in front of them thanks to the charms placed on the land. Not to mention the secret password, and even that changed with the seasons. No, Silverlake was a supernatural safe haven, a place where visitors and residents could escape the restrictive real world and be free to be who they truly were. Witches. As I navigated my highway exchange, curving off I-75 and venturing onto the back road that would lead me straight to the enchanted town, my cell phone rang, and I saw that it was Alan, my boyfriend of sorts. We weren't putting a label on it, and that was perfectly fine by me. Our relationship was very new, and what were we anyway, teenagers? Did people even refer to each other as boyfriend and girlfriend anymore? Well, regardless of the title, I had to take the call. "Hello?" I said while being careful to keep my eyes on the road. "Angela? Is everything all right? Your assistant told me you had to go out of town for a family emergency." I cursed Kevin under my breath, wishing he wouldn't have even said as much. I worked hard to keep my past separate from my present, and I wasn't about to let those wires cross anytime soon, if ever. "Yeah, I did. It's okay, I'm only going to be gone for the weekend. Do you want to meet for dinner Sunday night?" Alan was silent on the other end of the line. "Alan, are you still there?" "It's just that Paulina's isn't open on Sunday evenings." Oh, that's right. Paulina's was Alan's favorite restaurant. Make that the only restaurant we ever went to. What could I say? The man had high standards and a taste for fine Italian dining that only Paulina's could deliver. "Maybe next Friday, then." "Next Friday it is. You have an enjoyable visit with your family, and I look forward to reconnecting when you return." "So do I. Have a good weekend." I hung up and tossed my phone onto the passenger seat, where it landed with a soft plop before I reached for it once more. "Siri," I said to my phone's personal assistant, "remind me to send Kevin an email in an hour." "I'll add it to your calendar," the automated voice responded. "Thank you." It was time to remind my assistant to keep his mouth shut, especially to guys I was dating. Chapter 2. In no time at all, my car idled in front of the dilapidated one-lane covered bridge that led to Silverlake. The rickety structure looked like it could barely support a pedestrian's weight, let alone a car, and that was by design. Any sane person who faced that bridge would turn around and find an alternative route. I looked through the old bridge at the barren field that lay ahead. To the average eye, it looked like an abandoned cotton field. You could make out where the rows of crops had once been, but now all that was left was hard-packed mounds of dirt and dried-up sticks. In the distance stood a weathered gray barn, the frame of one, anyway. A substantial chunk of the roof was missing, as were more than a few sideboards, the farmer and his family long since moving on to greener pastures. Or more fruitful ones, anyway. I powered down the window. A wall of thick, humid air greeted me. My neck instantly felt sticky, and my dark hair started to frizz. I gathered my hair with one hand and pulled it over behind my shoulder. "Hello?" I hollered out the window. "It's Angelica Nightingale." My formal name sounded foreign coming from my lips. "Is anyone out there?" A soft popping noise preceded the sudden appearance of Mr. McCormick, who must now be a town guardian by the way he appeared out of thin air. That wasn't a spell any old...